Okay, I think we went back on Monday. Yesterday was Wednesday, so now today is Thursday. We got here, you know, brought some more stuff, put it down, great. The whole thing was though that we left having put this entire garden chock full of plants, put up some new um, solar lights. And the whole thing was okay. I expected, because I was never really like, wow, sun patience. But I was very excited for this one sun patient because it was supposed to be white. And I had gotten these yellow African marigolds. Very excited. Come to find out, everything is wilted and dead. And the whole thing is like, it's been 2 days. Why is everything like super mushy and wilted and dead? And yesterday was a day that it was raining. It wasn't raining before that. However, luckily for me, I had already bought plants. So I already have the replacements. Um, and so I was like, what could it have been? Was it too hot in the tire? Is it, something that's coming up from underneath by the trees, or rather by the one tree stump that is not visible, by the one tree stump that maybe that was treated with something? I don't know. So what I'm gonna do now today is I'm gonna take out all the plants that were originally planted. I put the plants I bought yesterday. I left them in their plastic in the same container because it was raining. I'm like, let them get some water. I'm gonna take those out. I'm gonna get some cardboard from some recyclable boxes we have inside. I'm going to put some additional garden soil that we bought this time. I got the mulch I needed, and I got some more garden soil. So I'm gonna put the cardboard atop the topsoil that I added last time. I'm gonna put garden soil on top of that, and then I'm gonna plant in that garden soil. Also, the whole thing was I ended up not having enough soil to cover the roots. So the whole thing was maybe the roots got burnt or something. I don't know, because it was maybe it wasn't protected. So just to show you what it's looking like, that's the sun patient. I don't know why it died like that, but we're gonna see if it's gonna come back maybe. You see, there's a lot of holes. Like I didn't have enough soil, so I'm thinking maybe that's it. But yesterday I did get these white pansies. They were on clearance at the Lowe's, so they were each $2. I got this 4-pack of these yellowish petunias from the Walmart, like $2.50, I want to say, and the same with the violas. I think I like this color scheme together. I think initially I was gonna put maybe the violas with my cottage pot over there, but I think it's looking good here, so that's probably I'm gonna keep it. You do see the dead marigolds on the side, so I do have a shovel. I'm just gonna be shoveling that out, but let's take this out for now. Ugh. Let's put that off to the side. So I'm going to be taking those 3 plants out. I don't know if I'm going to be piling them up in the ground or just maybe piling them right back in once I have new soil in. I would love that white sun patient to come back. But at this point, maybe it's going to be too much white. I don't know. I think I have a photo from the last time. I didn't receive everything. I took too much video, but initially I got 4 bags of mulch. No, I think I had some video actually. I had 4 bags of mulch. I thought it was gonna be enough. It wasn't enough. So this time I got 4 bags of mulch as well. 3 bags to fill up the rest of the bed. But around this area that's kind of like fenced off, I'm gonna put this brown mulch. So it'll be black, a little circle of brown, and then black throughout. Is the plan. And then also, I mean to pot this up. When I came last time, it did have some live foliage on it. You can see some there as well. I don't know if it's sunburning. I don't know if it's just not going to come back, but I think it is not completely dead. So we'll see next time. I also am generally on the lookout for what. I don't know exactly what type of leaves I should expect, but in this general area coming up, there should be dahlias and hollyhock. And in the corner, theoretically, a peony. I'm on the lookout for any of those that might come up. And again, another reason I think the black mulch was a great idea. I can really see the what do you call this? The Dutch irises as they come up. So I'm gonna get to that. Yeah. Okay. If I had a 5th bag of mulch, I would have made use of it, and it might have made a small difference. So that's to say I might end up having to get more mulch regardless. Probably will. Maybe my mulch layer isn't thick enough. But I think I'll still not be so urgent on that until the Dutch irises maybe pop up a bit more. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Because I planted the bulbs first, um, I'm having to be very careful. I can't just dump and rake over. I have to do a lot with my hands. So there we have Dutch iris, Dutch iris, Dutch iris, that small one, Dutch iris. And all this area, I only have the one bag of brown mulch. I still have some holes over there that could use more black mulch. But I'm having to be very careful. So maybe by the time, maybe the next 2 weeks or something, I'll get some more and put another layer. Maybe not, because maybe at that point it'll be really hot. And I don't want, my bulbs burning out. But also I'm probably just going to be planting a lot of annuals in between anyway. So I guess I can just get some soil maybe and make little mounds. But it's easier for me to see them now than it was before against the bareness. Dutch iris. Lots of Dutch iris. I planted a lot of bulbs. And already the older one kind of lost a bit of its color, but I still think it's a solid contrast thus far between it was super red when we got here. Kind of got washed out, I guess. But it's going to be a lot of annual planting as well anyway. There's a lot of weeds that it's not suppressing, and at this point it's mostly for contrast so I can see where they are, so I don't step over them. But like right here, this whole back area could use a bunch of black mulch. I think 2 or 3 bags, of the black mulch are probably enough to bring this up to where I really want it to be. But again, like I said, I'm going to wait till probably those bulbs, you can see them a lot in this distance, probably a lot of them grow up some more so that I'm not necessarily damaging a bunch of them. I'm going to have to probably do a lot with my hand over here with the brown mulch. Let me get to that. Yeah, that's that last bag of mulch. You can see it's quite a large area. I'm going to go by hand around the bulbs, around some of these plantings here. Like you can see, the daffodils have died back. The hyacinth, though really firm, essentially it's done with its season. I'm surprised that this is the one that apparently is still alive. I mean, this one's still alive, I guess. The flowers just got burnt out. I guess I see this other one. That's the other one. I don't know. We're going to see. Yeah. Okay, I think one more bag of brown mulch will definitely really help me mark out nicely this area. So I think I need at least 2 bags of black mulch and 1 of brown mulch. All this I pretty much did by hand. I did try and pretty much make areas around each. Like that whole area could just be mulch over. I just don't have enough. But we still have the contrast. You see, Dutch iris, 2 Dutch irises. There's some behind there. So whenever that happens, it'll happen. These are all bags of mulch from Walmart. It's about $1.50 cheaper at Walmart where I am than it would be at the Lowe's, and there's no Home Depot around me. This rosemary, for now, the idea is it's just going to stay there. So some nice black mulch around this. Maybe even 3 bags of black mulch could do it. But I didn't think it was going to take 12 bags to get to where I wanted to go, but I guess you live and you learn. Anyway, on to the next thing. It's funny because I put the mulch down to help me see where things are. And if I'm looking, I can see, but I still just kind of want to walk through it. It's let me not do that. I just want to point out, I do think the dahlias are coming up. I do believe this is dahlia 1 here, and there's 1 over there. I don't know yet what the hollyhocks, so I should be on the lookout for hollyhocks wise, but these might be getting repotted anyway because I don't want people to come here and do the skirting and then I forget about them. So I need to get pots for that. Haha. I'm gonna assume someone in the distance put a fresh layer of manure on their field because it's been smelling since about last evening. And it's not everywhere in the property, so I feel like it has to be, I don't know. Anyway, here are the plants I just took out. I'm not really sure where. I'm pretty sure I just had them where my gloves went. But you can see that at least the Supertunia still has somewhat rootage. I can see the roots on the other plants. Maybe not that one, but this one has some roots. So I'm going to see if I can. I should have plastic containers, as the ones I have for the other plants I don't tend to throw away. At least not yet. We don't really have the waste disposal up here. I'm going to Got cardboard boxes. I made sure to take the parts that are not plastic coated because these are like boxes for things that were bought. So the parts without labels, I'm just gonna scatter them throughout here, and I guess we'll see how that ends up working. Let me do the big parts first. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so here's all the paper I got. If it's something to do with the stump, let's minimize contact. So I wrapped a portion of it. I'm gonna pour this oil in it now. Now we'll see. All right, so you can see that soil has been placed on top of the cardboard, but there's still some pockets here. I think once I make space for the plants, I'll be able to fill in plants a lot easier. Also, maybe I'm missing out on the benefit of having had it rain all last night because now we're separated, but presumably the plants got watered, so we should be all good. I'm going to arrange it how I see, and then we're going to plant up. Just got my gloves back in from inside. I'm going inside. I really need a shed out here. Got the hand dig trowel, whatever you call it, to put in there. I've got some more things. I think I'm going to put I don't know if those are big enough for the dahlias. I don't think they are. I think I do have another container, though. I might just put the dahlias in there. That would make sense, probably, I think. And maybe I'll just stuff these plants in there as well. I don't know. Anyway, time to fill this in. All right. I really tried to compact around the soil and move things around. I think maybe that's part of my problem. Definitely didn't have enough soil last time. It was not at all near this level of soil. And, I filled it in, made the holes. There were still some roots that were showing, so I just put all around. You can see it's even above the rim. Maybe going to put a little bit more. This little hole, this little gap between the cardboard and the stump, I filled in with some extra soil. Later on today, I guess I'll come in and water it because it's supposed to be like 80 something today. Yeah, but I'm liking how it's looking so far. So I took out the dahlia, and you can see it's actually growing pretty solidly, which I'm really happy about. Look how thick these things are. And I'm not sure why that's kind of hollow right there, whatever. But we've got growth, and it's green and whatever. So I think I only have 2 of them. I have a red one and a pink one. I only have this one container for now. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to take the other one up. The idea being that, better take it up now before it's too well developed in the soil for transplantation. So, all right, there's the second one. There are now 2 holes in the ground over there. I might end up putting the Sunpatient and marigolds over there. See if they take over there, their annuals, and they rebound over there. Great. I think I can easily replant them. I might just plant them on the edge of one of these beds. I don't know yet. Probably not. I probably shouldn't plant them over there. Try to plant them on the edge of one of these beds or in one of these beds towards the front, maybe. I might do that. So there go the dahlias in this new planter. Here's the new tire planter. I wish I had like a shade cloth for it, like maybe for like the next day or so. Lots of insects here, friends. I just saw a what do you call it? A couple of dragonflies. There's another one. Anyway, I've got these fertilizer strips from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna plop one in, not directly on, but somewhat near, just generally, I guess, towards the middle. I'm gonna do that same with this, and then I'm gonna pop those in the ground somewhere. Don't know where yet. Half this bag is full, so this tire didn't necessarily take 2 cubic feet, but it's essentially what it is. I'm just gonna. Hello. Ooh, what is that? I need something for my ears to cover, less any insects aside they want to explore. For the crunch there. Oh, and you see how the root ball is still like visible into this? I'm going to put some more soil on top. That's the tire rim. Okay, maybe we'll put some more soil on top. I do also want to say that my aunt saw a picture I had posted of this and was like, you should paint that tire. That was also one of the questions is the tire color, is the black overheating the inner soil? So we did get a spray paint. I don't think we're gonna do it today though. And the whole thing was, oh, I should wait till it's painted. No, I think when it's time to spray paint, I guess maybe wrap a cardboard around the flower or something and just spray paint over it. You know, why not? Yeah. Here's why I ended up planting the sun patient, really, really, southern light, all three of them, because it ended up being three African marigolds. You can't really see the head of the middle ones in between them. So if they pop up, great. If not, a lesson learned or something. I don't know. Where I'm putting the dahlia, I might top it off with some more soil. Right by the roses, a lot of them have kind of, they're still green. They're still, they've transplanted, but they're still like in shock or post shock, whatever. So I'm waiting for them to come back and liven up. I'm probably gonna have to come back with some shears and cut out a couple of stems to try and really get it rooted. I have put fertilizer sticks in each of these two. I need to get some more from inside, put them in. Here is the cyclamen that sunburnt, moved around to avoid sunburn. Looks like it's still sunburning. I don't know. I think I might just put it back up against the wall. Like right now it's 1 or 2 and that area's in shade, so I might just do that. The other 2, I'm going to see if I have any. I'm going to see what, because not if I have any, because there surely are, which I'm going to get all the empty water bottles or half drunk water bottles that no one's sure whose is which. I'm going to use them to water. I might even fill up some water. Theoretically, I should do that later, but I think we're going to be leaving soon, so I'm just going to leave it there. Here I want to show, however, the planter. We've got some of the petunias opening up. The dianthus kind of stood up and said, okay, spot. Maybe I should rotate this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. Okay, yeah. There's not really just this one that's purple, and you can kind of see it opening a bit. I might have to move that one over here, maybe. Let me see. There was a red ant on the side of that, so I think I'm just gonna empty out this soil. I'm gonna get this more fertilizer sticks, empty out the soil, and that'll be done for it for the day. Yeah. Maybe I'll get some specific ground cover, like low lying ground cover, to put around the rim of the tire. If I do, that might be in it might be once the tire is painted. Also, I still have those 50 gladiolus bulbs, so I'm thinking I might put them around the base of a tree, possibly. I don't know. Or I was gonna put them on the other side of the house, but I don't know if I'm gonna do like a little half circle, some feet in front of the house. Also don't know if I should put it in the reserve field, if I should put it somewhere else. I gotta look into all this. Yeah.